Hello again, Struckwap. Welcome back to another evening of streaming. Today I will be reworking my Blood Drinker Sharpshooter that I uploaded today as a Seeker's Arrow build. So from Seeker's Arrow I will be reworking that one as I promised to Drainshooter Strikes 2.0, meaning we will be using Drain and we will be using targeted strikes. And I'm gonna do a little bit of farming. And if necessary, tweaking further than those two changes with the skills. Just a moment, I need to plug in the cable. Okay, there we go. And yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. Let's go to my fort. Actually, I'm gonna buy some spectacles. Wow, I've got some coins. And yeah, let's go. I wonder how it will be compared to how it was before. Now that we've got the Scout's Bones resetting from reload compared to before when I played the first version of the Drainshooter, and now that we've got the Ancient Ember legs and shoulders. Actually the legs are important, the shoulders still could be nice, but yeah, I will be experimenting with those. See, I've got the shoulders here and I've got the legs, the pants here. I'm gonna look if I've got anything better as legs and shoulders. Oh, not the desync again. Come on. Come on, desync. Don't do this to me, desync. Oh. I'll equip this and this for now, which means I'm losing the explosive arrow damage, but that's fine. We're going for targeted strikes in any case. Let's go and respec first. Maybe by that time it would stop desyncing. It's not even loading the points I respect. See, it's not giving me the points. So I respect skills and now I'm at 0 available skill points because the syncing will just be what it is. 50 out of 70 with 0 available at level 60. How does that feel? I think I need to just switch to a different map. And then that should fix itself. But yeah, I hope they really fix this desyncing because it's just annoying. It's plain annoying for this game to desync this badly. Whatever's happening to the servers, it wasn't like that before the middle of December. Just a moment, I need to fix some cables. Because they fell off. Okay, there we go. So now I need to go back to my own fort. And it's not like I can deal with this desyncing. The problem is just extra unnecessary loading times, and sometimes I would load in and out of the fort and it would still be desyncing. At least the skill points now I can spend. Sky's been meowing a lot. Sky, why are you meowing? What? As I said, drain. I'm not sure if I want those two blades. I'd rather have more energizer if I'm gonna go drain. Maybe I can just remove bloodletter. I've got bleeding. So how am I doing with the spectacles? I need some. Now, do I go for a level 5 of this or not? Wait. Oh, this one was Musketeer Shoulders. That's not good. So now I need to find Musketeer gauntlets maybe or something. I mean, Musketeer gloves, I've got those here. Can probably use this. Just a moment. And hi Christian Toon, welcome to my stream. So yeah, now I'm gonna need either the Musketeer gauntlets or something else. For now, let's use Musketeer gauntlets, losing some defense. Actually, it's pretty even. It's pretty even what I'm losing and what I'm gaining, but I'm losing the survivability of the winter with gauntlets. But at least I can get 3 pieces Ancient Ember. Let's see if there's a better set of Musketeer gauntlets somewhere in my storage. This one seems like a little better, because I can put the defense I want there on it. Anyone with better? Those are low level, it seems. I do have targeted strikes damage shoulders. So alternatively, another version would be using Ancient Ember gauntlets. Let's see if I've got Ancient Ember gloves somewhere. I think I had them somewhere. Ancient Ember gloves. This is gonna be another version, but it's gonna be a waste, but that would allow me using the Musketeer shoulders with the targeted strikes damage. For now, I'm gonna play with what I've equipped. Seems like it's not a terrible version the way I've done it. Let's just put some defense here. Maybe what's my lowest defense? Maybe electric. Okay, so just gonna put some stuff away. Okay, next let's do some end game. I think I'm ready with the skills. I was thinking of removing this extra relic damage and putting extra relic energy charge, but for now I think that's good enough. I can get extra relic energy charge if I put 1 point here. Maybe I can remove a point from rupture. But I'm gonna play with this one for now. Let's do... No, not Anger's Ancestors. Let's do this one. And I've got different Ancient Ember legs and shoulders, and I will see if I can use those, if they're better. But first let's do one map like this, and then if needed I can see in which hero I put those other Ancient Ember legs and shoulders. I think they're in the Flaming Destroyer Musketeer, not Musketeer, in Flame Destroyer Sharpshooter. Oh, damage numbers? Is that what's missing? Oh no, they're not missing, they're just wagged out. Okay, I'll get used to taking properly. Look, something cool. Yeah, I definitely think the other setup might be better. I think I need to do a Mapworks map after this just to confirm it. I expected the other setup to be better than that one. The one with Blood Seekers compared to the one with Drain. And the one with Explosive Arrow compared to the one with Targeted Strikes. There's one problem with Drain, and this is when I use Drain and then I use Drain immediately after that. The first Drain doesn't do its final shot. It's extra proccing, it's extra trigger or whatever. So if I do 2 Drains one after the other, I'm getting Drain and a half. If I do 4-5 Drains one after the other, I'm getting 4-5 and a half. Actually, I'm getting no, I'm getting. If I do 4, I will get 3 drains worth of it, or 2.5 drains worth of it. Only one drain would get both triggers. Unless I do them drain, I wait for it to end, and then I do another drain immediately after that. But if I do it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4 drains, it just seems like it just did 2.5 or 1.5 drains. Every drain would do its first hit, but only one of the drains would do the final hit. So with 4 it should be 4 first hits and then 1 final hit, so 5 hits instead of 8. 3 hits less with 4 drains. But it's fun, it's actually pretty fun to play it the way I set it up. It's a different synergy. But it requires, there's so many things to do with such a setup. You have to manage so many things. There's separate rotations. You've got the rotations for your scouts bones. You've got the rotations for the targeted strikes. Then you have to pay attention to those things to be always on. And then you've got the rotation with the drains to pay attention to. But it's fun, it's definitely a build that would keep you busy. So tomorrow this is coming as a video. I'm gonna see if tonight I wanna make any more changes than what I've done right now. At best I can just try and squeeze better items from the other heroes for it. Still not a fan of targeted strikes compared to explosive arrow, but I wanna keep it as close as possible to the original. In regards to skills used. See, he keeps coming too close to me and then the blades don't hit it. The spinning blades, the blades from Dance of Death. It would have been nice if those could hit someone that's point blank range. If the blades had... The blades from Dance of Death should reach right next to you. So if you have 4 of them spinning around you, all 4 of them should hit whomever is right next to you, if it's a small enemy. Because right now that would only work on bigger enemies, with bigger hitboxes. Let's see. Oh, damn, I did the wrong. I am messed up. I was waiting for this energy to be filled, so I can use Dance of Death, Imbue Relic, Dance of Death, but I fucked it up and I used Imbue Relic before the first Dance of Death, and that way I couldn't do the second one. I should have just used Imbue Relic from the start and not even tried to do double the Dance of Death. But I really love how visually it looks, having 8 spinning blades around you versus 4. I wanted to achieve that effect. Kind of messed up the rotation though. Takes a while to get used to new rotations with new skills. Ah, it loaded. It loaded. Enough of playing with Sky. So I need to do a Mapworks map. But before that, let me quickly check for some extra ancient ember items. Well, it's not walling, it's desyncing. But yeah, as I mentioned, I need to test a Mapworks map so I can kind of benchmark this versus the other one on the same type of content, the same HP of the enemies. And my memory is pretty fresh. Just today I was doing the first video for this setup, the Seeker's Arrow, so I kind of still remember how quickly I was killing stuff. So let's see, this compared to Seeker's Arrow, how would it feel on a regular standard? I got the worst possible map layout. As we like to say in my country, from the bag of pussies you took the dick. That's what happened with all the good maps. I got the worst one I could get. At least there are some enemies on it. Ah, it's not bad. The damage is actually not bad. And the only thing that changed was my leg and shoulder armor. So my weapon and everything is the same. So there shouldn't be huge differences in the DPS. This one's still the same. I still think the other setup is better though. The one with Seekers and Explosive Arrow. And yeah, drains damage, kind of underwhelming. And I understand, it's a skill that's meant to heal you, that's why it doesn't do as much damage. But with Blood Seekers, at least you're boosting the other skills. You're boosting things like Explosive Arrow and Targeted Strikes and whatever else you decide to use for damage. I got the worst quest I could get on this map. To wood ancient cache chests. Probably not gonna be even completable because there aren't gonna be enough ancient cache chests. And even though Automata cores don't seem to be dropping much. There's one guide. Ah. So much damage. And PQN __ just followed. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the Prime sub, PQN.
Life support systems repaired.
Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Really appreciated, dude. Welcome. Right in the feels, dude. Right in the feels, where it struck just now. If anyone has any questions about what I'm doing right now, feel free to ask. I'm just kind of testing new setup. Instead of points into Blood Seekers, I put them into Drain. Instead of Bloodletter, I put them into Energizer. And instead of Explosive Arrow, I took Targeted Strikes. And this map won't be completed. I'm just gonna have to leave this map. There's just not enough quest drops, not enough quest chests to loot. But yeah, I'm seeing it's not a big difference, but I still feel the difference in the damage I do with this setup and the one I did with the one I uploaded today as a build video, the Seeker's Arrow. It does feel like the Seeker's Arrow is stronger. As I expected, I did expect this to be that way. Okay, let's see if I can equip those pants and shoulders.
Your pet has returned.
I probably oh, there we go. That's the pants. I'm gonna get more defense. So it seems like a better version, and this one doesn't seem like a better option. Less defense, no walk chance on those. I'm using the ice damage because my main damage is ice. Okay. Let's do some farming now. Oh, and by the way, I got invited to the Magic Legends Alpha, the final Magic Legends Alpha test. The thing is, I won't be able to stream and share my experiences until they leave the NDA, and they're gonna leave the NDA with the open beta. But thankfully, I got the email today, and I'm very excited about the Magic Legends test. And there was yesterday an official stream on the official Magic Legends channel. I'm gonna give everyone the link if they want to watch the recording before it disappears. If you're excited about Magic Legends, I think you might want to see this. There isn't much gameplay footage out there, so you might as well have a look at this recording from last night or whenever it was recorded. I think it was last night, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I wish they would make it so that when we use skills like Drain, one after the other, we actually get the animations fully completed for both of those. Or all 4 or 5 of those we use one after the other if we use that many. Damn, I'm forgetting to use Shasta and Goose. There are just so many things to use. I can't even handle using this many skills in the right timing. I would always be forgetting to use one at the perfect timing when there's so many things to rotate. Okay.
You can't cast it.
Should I finish the map or maybe stay a little longer in it? Yeah, that stream I linked, I haven't watched it today yet. I will watch it. I mean, I watched a few minutes, but I will watch the full thing after my stream. And I might even download it so I can use some of the footage in some content. Maybe I can make a video about some of the things I saw. I definitely can't wait though. I can't wait for the alpha test. The alpha test would be on February, around the middle of February, the end of February. So that's pretty nice. We've got like a month until it. Less than a month, like 3 weeks or so. So there's still time for others to sign up on the Magic Legends website. And maybe they can get a chance to alpha test the game before the open beta. It would be nice knowing what I'm doing when the open beta starts. I love alphas, I love being able to help test them, give them feedback, fill out some forms with feedback and stuff like that. And then when the game launches in its final state or in the open beta state, I would have some knowledge, so I wouldn't be fresh newbie. Unless a lot of things change. There's some more of this map over here. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna run all the way until this end here. And let's group them up now. There were a lot of them. There were so many skeletons. That was a huge brawl of skelly men. I'm still wondering what hero I wanna play first in Magic Legends. In fact, I'm probably gonna play a few during the alpha. I'm gonna try and test every single class if they're available. If I can try all 5 classes in the alpha. Now I would really love to try a summoner build and then also a pure. I would also want to try a pure damage dealing spellcaster. I mean, everyone is a spellcaster, but let's say damage dealing nuker. I want to try both of those. But a Necro or a Geomancer summoner would be pretty fun. Actually, beast cover or a necro would be pretty fun to try on a summoner setup with creatures. Okay, next would be boss fight. Okay, here.
That spell cannot be cast.
Okay. I still couldn't execute my rotation properly, but still fine. It still went well. I'm surprised the boss died this quick, actually. Sky turned himself away on the other side. I guess the lights are too much for him. Normally he loves staring at my monitor when I play, because normally I play without any lights. If I were to do that now, you won't be able to see me. Like if I were to switch off the lights. I can try and show you how dark it is if I switch off the lights. Just a moment. So if I switch off just the top light, boom. It's not so bad with just the top light. Let's switch on the top light. Now let's switch the left and right. See what happens if I switch the left and right. If I switch all the lights, doom. Not much that can be seen. So yeah, lights definitely important. Let me try something fun. Just a moment. Sorry for that. I want to try something fun. I want to try messing with the colors of the top light. This is a red color. This is yellow. This is green. Oh, with the green, it immediately starts picking up stuff from the green screen. This is blue. Purple. And this is cyan. Obviously, white light is the best, I guess. Okay, back to the game. I can actually even change the light of those other ones. This is when I change the lights. Oh, look at that. This is pretty fun. If the light is green, this is purple light. And I messed up a lot with it. I shouldn't mess this much with it. Okay, back to the game. Just a moment. Okay, that's good. Enough messing around. Let's see what I was doing. Oh yeah, I wanted to do another Another one of those same maps I was doing, slightly different. Oh, 6669 damage. 666 with a 69 at the end. Interesting weapon damage. Let's send the pet to sell and
Welcome back, contender.
another Stormbringer.
You can take it. Your pet
This last one was decent.
But can you do it with one arm tied behind your back?
I'm gonna do goblins with Netherwell and Stormbringer. That's a good combo. And PQN says to give Sky a petting. Okay, let's do it. He's sleeping now. Ah, he's not really sleeping, but he's lying. He's trying to fall asleep. It's wagging a bit at the start of the map with the desyncs. Like it's taking
It's rigged.
1.5 seconds before it can even do the skill I've pressed. Come on, Nectar, please fix the servers. What happened around Christmas that the servers became so damn waggy?
Cast that spell here. Cast that.
I sincerely hope Magic Legends doesn't have the same problems, because I mean it's the same publisher. Does that mean they're gonna be using the same data centers? If it's Perfect World for this game and for Magic Legends, I just sincerely hope Perfect World doesn't have the same connectivity problems in Magic Legends as they do with this game. If they're the owners of the servers, I'm assuming it's Perfect World who handles the hosting of the servers of this game and Magic Legends alike as publishers. Who knows, maybe it's Steam, maybe Steam handles the servers. Rect, you have no classes? What do you mean no classes? Like no university, no school? Or do you mean in-game classes? Oh, you're still in school. Okay. Well, I would actually be happy if I had no classes, because like when I was going to school, probably 60% of the things we were studying there were super boring to me. But I guess it all depends on what they're teaching you in school and what type of school you're into. I definitely wish they were teaching me more fun things when I was in high school. Thankfully in university I was picking the classes I want to study, and I was only taking things that felt fun to me, that I enjoyed going to. And in fact, I was even in university, I was even sitting on the front rows. Normally in high school I used to be always at the back rows, trying to hide my boredom from the teachers. But in university I was always front row, so because there's extra leg room. There's extra leg room when you're in the front row in lectures, and I didn't need to wear glasses to see the presentations. from the front row, whereas if I go to like the middle or top rows, although in some lectures I would stay next to my buddies in the middle rows, but yeah, most of the times I preferred chilling in the front, so I could stretch my legs, especially during long lectures. You say gotta go, you'll be back. Well, thanks again for the sub and stopping by, really appreciate it, and until next time we see each other, PQN. But yeah, nice having you here again, and sorry if I'm if I'm a little bit distracted every now and then. Oh, I need to sort the inventory again. Should I keep farming in this map or go to the next one? Oh, the pet is full. I'm liking so far it's been dropping a lot of things. Not legendaries, but who knows, maybe if I keep farming in the same map a little longer, I might even get a legendary. It's happened before, it's happened. I've remained in a map for a few more minutes and then boom, the legendary drops. Instead of rushing to the boss. Oh, that's confirmation bias. Obviously it doesn't happen every time. In fact, most of the times it won't. What were those legs? PP, okay. Where here I'm not in. Okay, nice. I keep messing up my rotations. The moment the game gives me too many things to rotate and I start constantly making mistakes with the rotation, using one skill before another, then ruining the combo. Would you look at that, how quickly my inventory is filling up. Okay. Great, okay. Go sell it.
Can't catch that here. Your pet has returned.
Alright, there we go. And Separator said, I started playing Dragon Quest Tactics. Oh, okay. Are you watching the Dragon Quest anime? I watched only the first 2 episodes of the new one, and then I don't know, it seemed too childish, too shonen for my taste. But I might give it a try soon to rewatch it. It seemed aimed for much younger audience, which it is. I mean, shonen normally is aimed at young boys. But I wanted to see, because I've never watched the old Dragon Quest animes, but I've played some of the old games. So I wanted to see what that new anime would be like. Maybe I should just give it another go and wait before the story becomes more interesting, before they build the characters and so on.
You can't use that skill.
Is it on PC, the Dragon Quest Tactics, or is it on console or mobile? You don't know there was... Oh yeah, there is a new anime. They just recently restarted it, like... I'm not sure what the actual name is. Let me just look it up. Dragon Quest 2020 anime. Dino Daiboken. Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai. Oh no, that's the original is The Adventures of Dai from 1991 to 1992 with films and stuff, but the new one is kind of like a remake. So yeah, as you see, the original was when we were young. This is the name of the new one. And I watched the first few episodes, probably 4 or 5 at best, but I think it wasn't more than 4 episodes before I said, alright, maybe I can. I felt like there's more interesting things to watch for my taste. It didn't seem like a bad one. I mean, I still enjoyed the episodes I watched, but it seemed a little slow, which is normally how it is. Normally shonen anime are like that. They just start when the hero is very young, and then it needs to train and build up strength and power up, get his ass kicked more, then power up some more, then kick the ass of the person that kicked their ass and stuff like that. But sometimes I like the short animes that are like, let's say, 12 episodes per season. The action is, you jump right into the action, and then bit by bit they introduce some character development. But shonen do take their time to do some character development and to have the characters grow. And this anime is probably gonna have a very long running, I assume. But they even restarted Inuyasha with the daughters of Inuyasha and that other dude. What was his brother's name? I keep forgetting. Sesshomaru. But when I was a kid, we didn't have Inuyasha in my country. Every now and then I would watch it on German TV on RTL 2, RTL 2, And I would actually watch Pokemon there because we didn't have it in my country until much later. And I would watch Pokemon, Digimon, Inuyasha and other things like that on German TV. Thankfully, I was studying German back in the time. And Separator 5 bits, thank you very much for the 5 bits Separator right in the feels. Really appreciate that. So I had to watch some of the anime because we didn't have that anime in my country when I was young, when I was like 10 years old or so. 10, 11, 12 years old, etc. And I had to watch it in German, on German TV, but at least that helped me improve my German back in the day. So that wasn't bad, watching RTL 2 and some of the other... actually, it was mostly this TV that played in the afternoon, usually around 3, 4, 5, I can't remember the time, but I remember it was afternoon time. And when I was first shift in school, because the way schools in my country work is they do shifts. They have half of the students in one shift, half of the students in another shift. The first shift is, let's say, from 7:30 in the morning until 12:40 or 1:20, something like that, noontime, and then the other shift is around that time, around noon, until like 7 something or 6 something in the evening, depending whether you have 6 or 7 classes for the day. That way schools can have double the students. And yeah, whenever I was first shift, I was really happy because I could go back home and watch some anime in German. Later, eventually, when I was becoming like a teenager, like 13, 14, 15 years old, they already were showing those animes in my country, dubbed in Bulgarian, but took a while for them to catch up. Shit, it's hitting the obstacles in the environment. Radneck band.
You can't cast that spell here. Can't cast that here.
Look at how many. You always chose Dragon Quest over Final Fantasy. I preferred Phantasy Star. See, I'm the third person. I'm the person that preferred Phantasy Star over Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest. The original, the first Phantasy Stars I played on Sega, and it was pretty fun because, see, you had like a dynasty or whatever you call it, not dynasty, but you had like a family, and your hero dies, and then you start playing with the son or daughter of that hero and things like that, from what I remember in the story. It was mostly my brother playing, and I was mostly watching on the side, but every now and then I would have my own save and play it. But yeah, it was interesting in the first Phantasy Star games, the ones on Sega. They were amazing. You never played them. Well, it's definitely much better than the bullshit Phantasy Star Online that just doesn't feel like a Phantasy Star game to me. It feels like they butchered the franchise with Phantasy Star Online. Phantasy Star Online 2, for example. It feels like they butchered the franchise for the sake of money. Okay, let's see what's here.
That spell can't be cast.
But there's emulators. If you ever feel like playing an old classic, you can always download some Sega emulator and download the Phantasy Star, the ROMs or whatever it's called. I think it's called ROMs, if I'm not mistaken, the ones that you use to play emulated games. Yeah, it's always nice every now and then downloading an emulator and playing some old school stuff when you feel nostalgic. But I think if you love games like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, you're probably gonna love the Phantasy Star. In fact, for all I know, you might even love it more than the others, like I did. Okay, let's finish the map. If you look upon the internet, some people would say that certain games from the Phantasy Star franchises are not as good as others. I don't know which ones those are, because all the ones I've tried I enjoyed. Not sure if I've tried them all. Probably haven't. Probably tried like 6 or 5 or whatever of the games, and there's probably more. I don't know exactly how many. Let me look it up. Phantasy Star games. So there's Phantasy Star 1, 2. I mean, there's Phantasy Star 2, 3 Generations of Doom, 4 End of the Millennium, and that's probably the ones I've played. There's compilations and remakes. The Phantasy Star Collection, Phantasy Star Generation 1, Generation 2. See, the ones that were for PlayStation I haven't played. I've only played Sega and Sega Saturn. There's some spin-offs: Phantasy Star Gaiden, Phantasy Star Adventures, Phantasy Star 2 Text Adventures, and then there's Phantasy Star Online and Phantasy Star Zero and Phantasy Star Online 2 and the Universe and so on. But yeah, I think the 1, 2, 3 and 4, the original ones, are pretty nice to try. And I think some people were saying something about 3 or 4 being not as good as the others. I can't remember, but you might see somewhere online people saying that one of the 4 wasn't as good as the others or something like that.
Your pack is full.
Terry the Tank, welcome back, Terry the Tank. Nice to see you again. How have you been, Terry? Let's drink some water. Pet. Come on, pet.
Your pet has arrived.
There we go. This is actually pretty good tight grouping. I'm gonna keep it. Now I just need to find an empty shoulder. Goblin Legion. PP. Explosive Pharaoh, but for leveling. This one for leveling. This one is, yeah. Come on, find me some room to put that. Okay, is this tight grouping and the other one is tight grouping? Well, yeah, I know which one I'm keeping. The one with the socket and the poison defense. You never know. Eventually I might do some tight grouping builds. Maybe on the Bane setup. Terry said he's good. Good. Glad to hear you're good. Same here. Been making a build today. The Seeker's Arrow, and today I'm experimenting with the Drainshooter Strikes 2.0. So no explosive arrow. Instead we're using targeted strikes, and instead of using what's its name? Instead of using the Bloodseeker's skill, I'm using Drain, and then instead of Bloodletter, since I have Bleed in my shield, I put those points into Energizer for more energy generation. And I've replaced my shoulders. So instead of Musketeer shoulders, I'm using Ancient Ember. Instead of blue legs, I'm using the Ancient Ember legs. And then I replaced the Winterweave gauntlets with Musketeer. So I've got 3 pieces Ancient Ember this time around. The Drain one, the DOD one, and the boots. Definitely this seems to be doing less damage than the other setup, but it's not that bad. It's not all terrible. Ah, shit! I clicked outside of the game for a moment and clicked on my browser by accident, and it out and tabbed me from the game. Okay, is that Leo Drake any good? It's not bad, by the way. It has chance to burn, it has a flat damage, but this chance to slow and no socket. Not much I can do with that one. Interesting, no spawn here. It would be nice if there was some sort of spawn there. See, with targeted strikes I have to keep placing myself in a way where I'm hitting more enemies at once, in a straight line. With explosive arrow, as long as they were nearby it was fine, it was circular AoE. So it's just a little bit better to play with explosive arrow as a mechanic, at least for me. I don't have to be positioning myself perfectly to get the most out of it.
You can't do that.
Okay, that way. It's a very fast-paced build though. It keeps you constantly using a skill. Before you know it, something's gonna be ready to use and you would have to do it. I can't just spam targeted strikes. I mean, I obviously can, but if I do, I'm just losing some of the other things that give me damage. Although probably spamming targeted strikes would be the better way to play, instead of relying too much on the other skills, and the other skills I should just use less often maybe. Go. If only Drain had the range of Walkaway Storm, oh boy, then it would have been so much nicer.
Use that skill. You can't use that skill. You can't cast that here. You can't cast that skill here. Your path is You can't cast that spell.
Okay, I need to send the pet again. How am I doing with the coins? 11k. Oh, that's not bad. I've made like 10k coins since I started streaming. That's pretty good coins.
Your pack is full.
Let's do this, and let's do this. Okay, nice. Separator says, so I'm firing up to 7 unholy bolts on my mage and it makes my Xbox real slow and I can't play it like that. Yeah, remove the thingy, the item, the soul flask. You can remove the soul flask and then it should be fine. But yeah, I think the soul flask needs better wording. It says that it makes you shoot 5 unholy bolts, but no, it just lets you shoot extra 2. And like the damage, well, does every unholy bolt hit separately? Like if you hit one enemy with 7 bolts, does it take the damage 7 times? Because when I was testing, it didn't. When I was testing, if I hit an enemy with 7 bolts, it would still take the same damage compared to when I hit with 1, unless that changed. But it's definitely nice for reach. It allows you to reach more enemies. Cause yeah, it's the same as the same with Absolver. Regardless whether you hit with all projectiles or one, you're always doing the same damage on the same target. So point blanking or not, you're gonna do the same DPS to a boss. How do Absolver with 5 projectiles, point blank, if everyone did damage separately, that would have been super strong. The same goes for Unholy Bolt with 7 projectiles if each of them did damage separately. Would have been pretty fun to use as a bursty burst. Okay. I think it's time to go to the boss fight. Which boss do we get? Maybe the shaman guy. Yeah. Ah, fuck, I messed the rotation again. Damn. I've been messing up the rotation a lot with this setup. There are just so many things and I just forget. I forget that there's just proper ways to do this. Now, instead of using double Dance of Death, I only used it once. Because I accidentally used Imbue Relic before Dance of Death. Thankfully in Magic Legends we only have 4 skills as active to use. I like simplicity, I like games that don't make me rotate too many things at once. Ooh, this is not bad. Flat damage, poison chance and crit damage. See, if only it had a socket and maybe something that's not fear. It would have been mediocre, but decent kind of mediocre. On the good side of mediocre, not the low end. Still not terrible. I mean, it has 1 flat damage and 1 crit damage and an elemental proc.
Your pet has arrived.
I can sell this one. What's the time? 10:22 p.m. Okay, it's loaded.
It's you.
Your pet is back.
Now this one.
That one.
Siege gear Wookie? Maybe. Maybe. Feel like wrecking some Hivit. You love the genie. I guess there are some people who love him. Some people don't, some people do. I like how he's different as a character from some of the others, from some of the other NPCs. I'm not a fan of his endgame activity, but as a character he seems like a fun one. He's definitely a master of tilting people. I can't use my drain. It's not letting me. Come on game, let me use my drain. It's lagging so badly. Okay, I can find... Wow, did you see that rubber band? Not sure what they did to the servers, but yeah, it's like it's getting worse every day instead of seeing improvements. But yeah, I mentioned it earlier and I'm gonna say it again. I did manage to get an invite for the Magic Legends Alpha. I won't be able to stream, I won't be able to record video footage, etc. I won't be able to review much than what's publicly revealed. But if anyone wants to watch a video, I linked it earlier. I can link it again. I think on YouTube it's still in the chat at the top, so I'm not gonna link it again on YouTube. I'm only gonna link it on Twitch to those who might have missed the message earlier. So just a moment. There is a stream from the devs from yesterday, Magic Legends stream. So if anyone's interested, here's the link on Twitch. And yeah, I can't wait to play next month. In the alpha and give some feedback. The thing is, since I can't stream it, I'm gonna have to play it during non-streaming hours, during the time I use for food, for sleeping, and for editing stuff. But I'm gonna find some time. I'm gonna find some time to play, and hopefully I have access to all classes. They're most likely gonna give us some in-game currency to spend, so we can test different classes to give them feedback. Hopefully that's the case, it makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this video I linked later tonight as well, because I haven't watched all of it, just a few minutes. It was, they were streaming yesterday at the same time I was, so I obviously couldn't catch it live, and I found out about it later, but yeah, it definitely looks good. I just really hope they don't ruin the cash shop. Perfect World Entertainment, they're just known for the pay to win. Cryptic as well, they're known for having pay to win in their games. Just look at Neverwinter, for example. We'll see. No, I didn't want to enter. They really gotta do something about this with those portals entering without asking you if you want to. Maybe make it a toggle. If someone wants to enter every time they click on a portal without yes, no. Yeah, let them do it, but if someone wants a yes, no, let them enable an option as a confirmation window from the options. It's definitely annoying, clicking on a portal and then immediately getting ported. If it's not my own portal, if it's a dungeon portal, I mean, if I open a portal and wanna exit the map and go to my fort or so, sure. I shouldn't be asked for a confirmation. The one that really needs confirmation though is every single map as a boss room, like this portal. The equivalent of this portal. Some rooms don't ask you. See, this one didn't ask me. And if there was some room, some wood in the room that hasn't been looted, and someone accidentally clicks on the portal because it spawned in front of them, then they lose wood without any way to return because it's the Fuzzier. Come on. Look at all the recipes I voted. Suddenly it started dropping a lot of those.
Your pet has arrived.
Welcome back, contender. You're up to the challenge? Sweet. I just
Okay,
finished
let's
tightening
check
up
this
the
one.
graphics on that level.
Gearwalkie Plague Bear, Gearwalkie Cursed Relic, and what's over
You're
here?
up to the challenge? You say that now.
I'm gonna risk it with the Plague Bearer. I don't have anything to lose if I die, so that's fine. No wife-bound gear on me. But yeah, Magic Legends, there are so many things I wanna test in that game. With this much diversity with the spells, and then with the classes and their own abilities. I can't wait to see what they've done to the itemization system as well. Right, what's going on here?
Can't cast that here.
Come on, come on, come on. DPS, DPS. What's beasts, leggings, junk.
Can't use that skill.
$10:35. I'm probably gonna stream until midnight again today. Not until much after that. Just because I'm very tired today from all the editing and stuff. Actually, reinstalled my I uninstalled and reinstalled my Adobe Premiere, and thankfully today I didn't see a crash. And it's a newer version, the one I'm running now. So it's like instead of the patch from October, I'm running the patch from January in Premiere. So that's that. It seems a little bit better, but it's exporting the files bigger. The files I'm exporting end up becoming bigger. A lot of the export options are missing, the export presets. Not a fan of that. And I ended up spending a lot of time converting files with VLC after exporting them, so that they can fit in the minimum 8 megabyte limit for Discord. Because every time I make a build video, I also make a 1080p short teaser and a 720p short teaser. The 1080p goes on Facebook, the 720p goes on Twitter and Discord, because they have limits of maximum file size to upload. Or maximum duration, I think, in Twitter, not file size, something like that, I can't remember. But on Discord it's 8 megabyte limit, and I mean they could be at least a little bit more generous with the upload size limit in Discord. I mean, at least make it 10 or 15. But I understand. I mean, if I'm a Nitro user, it would be 100 megabyte limit, so they're trying to get people to buy Nitro. But yeah, videos that would end up under 8 megabytes now are ending up like 15, 16 with the new version of Adobe Premiere with 720 presets. Like 20 something or under 20-second videos. Okay, let's see. Not fun. Anything here? We've got them all. Let's go here.
You can't use that skill. You can't pass that way. You can't use that skill. That spell fast. Can't do that.
Yeah, this build feels very familiar to the one I uploaded today, yet its core is very different. Or maybe the core is the same, but the flavor is different. Just by changing two skills and changing two items, we do get it's a different dynamic, very different dynamic compared to the Bloodseeker setup.
You can't pass that here. Pass that spell here.
There we go. I was walking with the arrows while I was yawning. Okay, now let's not mess up my rotation again. E for E. Okay, and now I need to be a bit closer so it gets hit. Come on. Chop chop. It doesn't want to chop chop. It's on chop break. Come on. Am I gonna get disconnected? Maybe I need to remove some props from my fort. But look at that, my fort is only using... I can't show you right now because it's wagging, but it's probably using less than half or around half of the limit. Yeah, look at that, it's still loading that fort. Come on, server.
Your pet has
Unwhack, unwhack. Okay, the prop limit I'm using... Oh! 447 out of 500. When did I add so many things? Okay, I'm gonna remove some stuff. I think it's the basement. The basement adds a lot. Because I use the basement as movie decors when recording stuff for my teasers. Let's put that Gopta there. Gopten Gopchi. Let's just remove this. Okay, we got rid of some of the prop limit. Now it's at 397. Okay, it's not so bad. I can still remove some things. Okay, it seems a little better now. Okay, we got that prop limit down to 389. But I think what's this one is kind of messing up the prop limit. I only made this because I wanted to record something with flames and stuff, and I only made it as a for that 10-second, 15-second or whatever video for the explosive arrow build for the combustive 2.0. Just haven't gotten down to removing the stuff or replacing it. Just needed a backdrop for 1.5 seconds worth of video footage. The trouble I would go to get a good backdrop for a scene. to get the blocking of a scene sorted.
Back already? Sweet. I just finished tightening up the graphics on that level.
Your pet is back.
Wait, why am I looking at those?
What will it be?
Haven't fought automaton major monsters today, so let's get an automaton. Oh no, zombies! I haven't done much zombies. Let's see if there's a good zombie map or skeleton map over here.
Think they made a cutscene for that one?
This one. If I know what my next build is gonna be, it's this one. If you're asking what my next hero I level up will be, I can't tell you because I'm already at 12 out of 13. So I'm not gonna make a new hero on the online mode until I'm done with the Blood Drinker and Bane. What's it called? Blood Drinker and Bane. Fuck, brain farted. I can't remember. Yeah, the showcases, the hero showcases.
You can't cast that spell here. You can't cast that. You can't use that spell. You can't do that. You can't do that.
So yeah, first I'm gonna make those showcases because what I need to do for those showcases is to create heroes, level them to level 3, then delete them. So at level 3 I can open the legendarium and take screenshots. certain items that have the relic skill names on them, such as the ancient ember items. For example, this one. I need a hero leveled up to level 3 of each class or higher with the Blood Drinker. I already have a Blood Drinker, Sharpshooter and Realm Master, but I'm gonna have to make a level 3 Disc Mage, take a screenshot of this with the Disc Mage, so it's actually it's not for this one, actually it's for the Disc Mage specific items, such as the Celestial Pauldrons. So I'm gonna need to take a screenshot of the Celestial Pauldrons on a Blood Drinker, on a Blood Drinker Disc Mage, that the Celestial Pauldrons would say Dance of Death. I can try and take the screenshot like this, but then I'm gonna have to modify the brightness and exposure and so on. But that's another alternative. If I wanna avoid creating and deleting heroes and leveling those heroes to level 3, that's one option, to do it that way. And I'm gonna have to do the same for Bane for Bane Forged, Bane Disc Mage, I guess. Yeah. But if only the Arc Launcher had an option to show us concurrently logged in players like SteamDB. The sad thing about Torchlight 3 is Torchlight 3 couldn't reach on launch day as high number of players playing the game as it did in day 1 or week 1 of early access. Which kind of, I'm not sure why that is. Is it because early access and the bad reviews from there turned people away from it? It's definitely in a much better state than it used to be when early access started. Okay. What's the time? 11:04. We've got like an hour left.
Step right up, contestant.
Still hoping for an upgrade drop of something. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen an item that I can consider an upgrade. It almost never happens nowadays in this game. Come on. I can't. Oh, look at that. We were shooting upwards. Shooting to the gods in the sky. Alright, let's stop messing around. There we go.
You can't pass that here. Your tap is full. Can't use that skill. You can't cast that. Can't cast that here. You can't cast
Alright, there we go.
You can't cast that here. You can't do that.
Not much dropping. Just a bunch of greens. At least I can sell them for gold coins. And I did make 20k gold coins since I started streaming today. So almost got another stack of spectacles farmed. I'm gonna stay on this map a little bit more, because it's a dividing map and there's goblins. Let's see. And I can't wait for Torchlight 3's next patch. I'm wondering when that would be. Probably gonna be next month. I sincerely hope they don't do that patch around the same time Magic Legends open beta starts, because I'm gonna be very busy if they do it at the same time, juggling between one and the other. I hope by the middle of March they patch this game, which would make it like 3 months after the December patch, but hopefully it's next month. I really hope in the middle of next month we see the next big update, or at least, if not the middle, at least week 3 of next month. I'm hoping for the next Torchlight 3 update, big one.
That spell can't be cast. You can't cast that
Let's see. Oh wow. Let's see over here. rooftop. This bunch. Right, we finally got them all. Nice. Thought there was not gonna be any more in this part in regards to elites. Can we trigger another elite spawn here? Just regulars. Well, we got plenty of them. Shit, my hands are itchy. One of them, not both of them, one of them. This guy doing oh Sky's here. Didn't realize he was facing this way. I thought he still had his back towards us. Little sleepy sleepyhead. Let's send the pet to sell. Bit boom. This one and then boom, another one. And that map's almost fully cleared. And Separator says, be back later, have a good night. Have a good night to you as well, Separator. I won't be streaming for after like 45 minutes, so I've got like 45-50 minutes or so left until I go and have some dinner when it's midnight. So thanks for stopping by, Separator. Until next time to you. Even if you don't come on by the time I'm done for today. It's 11:16 PM here, so yeah, we've got some more time left. Enough for a few more maps. The amount of wood I got from this map. rebooting. And final few monsters of the map and then the boss. It's not letting... oh, never mind. It was stuck. It wasn't letting me use my drain when pressing the button.
Your pet has arrived.
I'm gonna sneeze. Ah, damn. I'm trying to hold it in so I don't make a mess when I sneeze. Oh, I didn't even use goose this time. Interesting. This one died pretty quick. He couldn't stand the light and turned his back towards us. Yet again. I do understand him though. The lights can be a bit too much. Especially for his eyes. I'm pretty sure he sees the light even through his eyelids, because even I do. When I close my eyes, I still kind of see. If I do this, it's darker. If I remove the hand, it's still pitch black, but less pitch black. Maybe not like the abyss, just as dark as night. Oh yeah, that's what I needed to get rid of, recipes. And why is there fort decoration? From where? I don't remember collecting contract levels.
Welcome back, contender. Oh, are you sure?
This one's probably the one I'm gonna do.
Could go wrong.
Just checking. Is there something with automatons? I haven't done automatons a lot today. But they just don't give me good ones with them. Dividing automatons, maybe I'm gonna do that one. The dividing automaton map.
You say that now.
This one's gonna be definitely better, but let's just do this once. Gotta stay hydrated. Come on. Oh, it's this map layout. So it's not gonna be just automatons, there's gonna be some Hivit as well.
That spell can't be cast.
So it's fire, automatons and poison Hivit in the same map. Interesting combo.
You can't cast that spell.
Okay, I've got my Endure Relic ready for the next big fight. Where would that next big fight be? Let's find it. Okay, let's do it. E, 4, E. Let's do it before it runs out. Okay, I ran out of the casting speed buff. Let's do this. Nice.
Can't cast that here. Can't cast that spell here. You can't cast that spell. That spell cannot be cast.
Okay, any more elites? I can probably start running and only stop when there's elite monsters nearby. Okay, there's one here.
Cast that here. You can't use that skill. You can't cast that. You can't do that. That spell can't be cast.
Nice.
You can't cast that here.
Okay, let's go back and see what wood we've missed. I'm pretty sure I've missed some wood.
You can't do that.
There's a hare. Where is it? I can't see it. There's a hare in front of me. Tickling my nose tip. It's probably a single strand of hair and that's why I can't see it. When I bow, it disappears, like it's somewhere here. Okay, that should sort it out. Here we go. Where are the elites? Kind of seem to have stopped spawning them. Okay, there's some here. Ah, shit, silence this.
You can't cast that here. That spell cannot be cast. You can't use that skill.
And now it silenced my imbue rating just when I wanted to use it. Damn shock, can be very trolly. What's the time? 11:29. Alright, there's enough room for more maps. Enough time for more maps. Let's just finish this one. But as you're seeing, it's not dropping any good legendaries today. I don't remember getting one good legendary. Maybe the only thing that's considered somewhat good is this one, and it even then it's not. I mean, I can get one-handed with better damage, but at least it gives you crit damage, which is invisible on the item card. You see it on the character card on the side as DPS, but it's invisible. It's how semi-invisible. See, there's things I call invisible DPS and things I call semi-invisible DPS. Semi-invisible DPS is crit chance, crit damage. It is there, but you don't see it on the item card as damage. But invisible DPS is things like damage to taunted, damage to sword, vulnerability, things like that, like those. Those you don't see unless you apply that thing to trigger that condition, or you buff yourself and so on. Okay. And those things I call invisible DPS. Because it is DPS for you, you just don't get it all the time unless you spam the thing that gives you that, such as Sonic Pulse, for example, on the Forged, that gives you vulnerability on the enemies on top of extra damage for Steam spenders. Definitely an amazing skill now that they've reworked it. And yeah, this really gets me eager to play Forged again. So the next one I level up most likely will be Forged. Wait, I keep putting random fort decorations. From where? Maybe this bug returned. We're not supposed to get random fort decorations from chests and bosses. So I have no idea what gives me that fort decoration, but second time in a row.
Oh, it's you! Well chosen.
This one.
Was that the right?
Come on. Let's see. Just trying to sit straight a little. Gotta mind my posture, but with those gaming chairs it's hard to keep a good posture. They're just terrible. All of them. By the way, what day is it today?
Can't cast that spell here.
Thursday. Oh, Friday. It's Friday. Nice. So yeah, tomorrow on Saturday this is coming as a build video. In the evening, my time, European time. In the evening, probably morning Pacific time, or shortly before noon Pacific time. You could expect this to come, but most likely by 11-12 Pacific, and let's say by Central European time, let's say 7, 8, 9 latest. This build should be ready. Because the last build I made was Sharpshooter Blood Drinker from today, so I can just copy paste some of the stuff in the video text. I mean, not much will change. I'm just gonna have to replace explosive arrow with targeted strikes, and yeah, it should be easy. I tend to recycle some things that I can recycle to make making the content quicker. So yeah, in the evening, my time, by 8-9 Eastern European, I hopefully would be done with this build tomorrow, and then I can maybe start a new forged flaming destroyer. Maybe we'll see. If not, I can just play with all the other heroes I've got. The thing is, as I mentioned, I need to level up some heroes before I can start leveling that forged. So I need to take some screenshots with some heroes of their items, but I might just do it without leveling new heroes and just Photoshop the things from the legendary of another hero. So yeah, I'm planning on starting a new forged flaming destroyer tomorrow. Seems like something I really wanna do. Let's see. What if I stop picking up the quest items? Oh no, shit, I didn't want to pick up the quest stuff. Almost picked that one as well. I've got like some instinct where I see shinies to pick up, to click on them. But yeah, if I pick it here, it's gonna spawn the portal here, and I wanna avoid spawning the portal here until I'm cleared with the map. What's the time? 11:37. Yeah, I shouldn't rush this map. I've got time to enjoy it. Maybe another one after it. Oh, wow. Okay, pet. This is actually very decent for a blow. If only it was legendary with those stats. And Wokilicious Duck, the Wokilicious Duck just used my builds command. Well, enjoyed Wokilicious, there's a lot of builds. If you have any specific questions for a build that's outdated, I can always maybe show you a more recent version on stream in my browser, for example. Even if I don't have the hero and relic combo, I can just open up the build calculator and just show you how I would do it now with the new items, with the new item granted skills such as Imbue Relic. In the moment I'm on a wave of making builds with Imbue Relic and the Frost Wall. This is my most recent builds have all included this because it's fun, it's different than the other builds that I've made, and it's the new stuff. I actually just started playing a week ago and wrote but Sharpshooter. Oh, see, this thing I'm playing now is coming tomorrow. If you want a Blood Drinker Sharpshooter, I uploaded one build today on my YouTube channel and on my website. You should see there's that one called Seeker's Arrow. Seeker's Arrow, I think Seeker's Arrow is a bit stronger than this one. I think Drain is weaker than what's it called? Bloodseekers. Not much, but there is a difference and you're gonna see it. This one also uses slightly different items. For this setup, I've switched two items. I'm using the Ancient Ember Pants, which I wasn't using on the Seeker's Arrow. And I'm also using Ancient Ember Shoulders, because might as well add a third piece of the set. And it might as well be something that's useful to me. So I removed my Musketeer Pauldrons and put Musketeer Gloves, and I removed the Winterweave Gauntlets, so I can put those here. So, and I removed those legs with Explosive Arrow damage because I'm using targeted strikes. So it's not perfect gear, but yeah, the rest remain the same. I'm using the same weapon, the same shield, the same pet stuff, helmet, chest, still the same ones as my other build. Obviously things can be much better than what you see right now. Not saying I've got meta rolls, but I'm used to playing with level 45 items already. Kind of got used to it. If the game doesn't drop you level 60s, well, play with 45s. It's not so bad. As long as you don't plan on pushing the end of the Fazier, then you might have to remove those low level items and just put some blues and remove some stuff from the Legendarium to accommodate. But yeah, the Bloodseeker setup seems to be stronger than Drain, and you can use the Seeker's Uppercut the way it is. Or you can modify it to use something like Spinning Blade or Drain if you feel like it. It's not that bad. And this one can also be used, just like the Bloodseekers, this one can be used with Targeted Strikes, Onslaught, Explosive Arrow, Scatter Shot or Tight Grouping as level 10. It's optional. In the Seekers I mentioned that one of those 5 skills can be used at level 10. It's not like definitely use Explosive Arrow, it's optional. I just like using Explosive Arrow because of the range on my Seeker's Arrow. It definitely has some decent range and it's circular AoE, so you don't have to do like what I'm doing right now, try to line them up in a straight line, which is how Targeted Strikes is. And Seekers is much easier to level up than Drain, so if you're looking for build to level up as, you can check the how to level up section on the Seeker's Arrow. And even if you plan on going for Drain in the end game, it's still better to level up as a Seeker's build. It's more convenient that way. In fact, I might just copy paste the level up Seekers section for this build and say level it up as this, then at level 60 or level 50 respec into Drain. Because it's more, I think it's more efficient that way to level up as the Seekers. And my hero was stuck for like 2.5 seconds in this spot earlier. Not sure why. It's as if someone put glue on its feet and it couldn't move. Okay.
You can't carry anymore.
Alright, pet, go sell again. We're making a lot of coins today. Well, 26,666. Okay, a lot of sixes.
Your pet has returned.
Okay. Bunch of junk. Haven't gotten one useful item today. Come on, game. Give me something. Throw a dog a bone. Come on. Don't make this whole play session being unlucky. Well, at least I got gold coins, so I can buy respectacles. Got more than enough for 10 more. Let's put this chest piece somewhere. Now we have to wait for it to stop lagging.
Your pet is back.
This one's better. Wait, shit. Did I put the wrong one? Oh no, I didn't. There we go. Just wanted to make sure I'm not putting the wrong one.
Welcome back, contender.
11:47. We've got time for 1 or 2 more maps, maybe 3.
Think you could do better.
Depends if I rush them or not. I just did goblins, so I'd rather do something that's not goblins, but something that's gear wacky still.
Oh, that's interesting.
This one. Oh, Sky. What a fur. Let me just throw it away in the bin. Okay. Maybe let's first spawn some elites. No uniques, come on. It's a uniques map, there's gotta be some unique spawning somewhere. The uniques map with 0 unique spawns, eh? This might work. How is there not even a single unique yet in this map? That's just plain silly. Finally, the first unique of the map actually showed up. Okay, there's another one showing up here. I guess they're just slow to spawn. I'm gonna back to the end, to the beginning of the map, just to see if something else spawned. There we go, we got one here. Am I seeing things? Yes. I'm not seeing things. There is another unique spawning here with a big delay. Okay. There's something very visually pleasing about having 8 spinning blades around you when you stack 2 Dance of Death effects at the same time. Like now, just a moment. Like this. Although right now it's not as visually pleasing because the other 4 blades are right next to the first 4, so it's hard to see that it's 8, it looks still like 4. But when I managed to get the timing right and cast the second Dance of Death right next to the first one, or maybe I didn't properly cast it, we'll see, I can do it now on the boss. Just waiting for this. E, 4, E. Yeah, I managed to stack them up on top of each other. It's still 8 blades, just that they're at exactly at the same location. The first 4 and the second 4. But when I get the timing right and they're in between each other, it looks amazing. And thank you very much for the follow, Loquacious Duck. Welcome to the Struck Up to you. It is really appreciated. And yeah, I hope it helps you, my build. And keep in mind, on the website, I try to keep the versions for people who don't want to watch the long videos. And I'm hoping that some of the information that's on the website and I mean, I'm hoping that in the videos there isn't much information that's not on the website and vice versa, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes I forget to say something in the video and then I put it in the website, or I say some things in the video that may not be on the website. But yeah, the website is for people who don't like watching long videos and just want to see, okay, he took those skills, he took them at this level, he took those items, and he's using those affixes and so on. Although on my website I'm listing all good types of affixes at the bottom, and I'm just mentioning some of the better ones at the top. Luca says, yo Struck, my boy, what's up? What's up, Luca? Welcome back, nice to see you again. How have you been, Luca?
Your pet has returned.
And Loquacious says, yeah, I like the text and pictures of the skills quickly. I like the idea of visually seeing how it looks in a video. Yeah, in the videos I always put it with some gameplay at the beginning and gameplay at the end. I start with gameplay, like for 2 minutes 18 seconds of gameplay, then skills, then gear, and then more 2, 3, 4 minutes of gameplay at the end. I always make my videos that way, and always during the other segments I have picture in picture. So while you're listening to me talk about skills and watching me showing certain things, I always have at the top corner, or whatever corner fits in which game, like a picture in picture showing you more gameplay footage. I like this layout. That's why I don't use cameras and I don't show my face in my build videos, because it's unnecessary. I'm already struggling to put all the content, all the stuff I want, such as text, such as images, like screenshots of skill setups, alternative ones, such as extra gameplay footage to show while talking about other things. Already struggling to fit everything without covering important things of the interface or of the game. That's why I think it's unnecessary to have a camera. Cameras are for streaming, when you want to see a reaction, or for videos where there isn't much to show other than the person talking and maybe a screenshot or so. But yeah, I think cameras in general are good when someone is streaming, when you want to see their reaction of getting an item, or of getting killed, or of beating a boss that they've been trying to beat for a while. And Luca, by the way, have you looked into Magic Legends? I'm gonna link it again for everyone. This is a video from the devs streaming yesterday. Magic Legends, you might sign up for the alpha. They have been sending out invites for the alpha, and the beta is coming on March 21st, open beta. I got invited into the alpha today. On 2 accounts, mind you. One of the accounts I didn't even sign up for the alpha, but for some unknown reason it did get invited, because it's an old Perfect World account. So it's a free-to-play game, and the worst thing that could happen is we can lose a few hours of our time testing the game if we don't like it. From what I'm seeing and hearing, I would really like that game, and it's something new, something fresh. So if someone is interested, make sure to sign up before the alpha, the final alpha phase. Maybe you can get invited into the final alpha. The final alpha is starting around 20 something of February, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for like a week. There's non-disclosure agreement, so I can't stream, I can't make videos until the open beta.
You can't cast that here.
I'm even prohibited to talk about things that have not been made public by the devs and discuss that. But I will definitely be trying to find some time to play it in between my content and streams. In this video I linked this official dev stream from yesterday of the game, which many of you might find useful to see what the game is about, some more gameplay than the ones we've seen in trailers. It's always nice to see gameplay, not just the limited amount they show us in trailers, but to see the devs actually playing and talking about what's happening.
You can't cast that here. You can't do that.
Luke is enjoying his Blood Drinker Realm Master. Every build is viable for Fazir 251. Every build. I don't think there is a single build that cannot reach Fazir 251 as long as they get strong items from the Fazir. As long as you get stronger gear, you should be fine. I mean, even with shitty gear you would do it, but so much slower. Like, even with my shitty gear right now with 7,400 attack, I can do 251 stage. If someone hosts a 251 stage and lets me carry, it's gonna take me a ton of time, but eventually I will be able to do it. But yeah, when you get stronger gear, obviously it gets easier. So Blood Drinker Realm Master should be able to do 251 Fazir. Not sure whether you're playing with a train or with slams. Slammer build definitely will have a much harder time than a train build with the current imbalanced state of Realm Master skill trees. So yeah, until they buff the Slammer, you might wanna stay away from it. But I don't think it's gonna have a problem. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna take you 2-3 times slower than a meta build on a Slammer Blood Drinker, for example. Maybe 4 times slower than like a Bane Train build. The 23rd of March. 23rd of March will be the open beta of Magic Legends. You can sign up now and maybe get accepted into the final alpha. Which is next month around the final 1 or 2 weeks of February. I forgot the exact date. I need to check my email for the exact date of when the alpha will be.
You can't cast that spell here.
I think the game would be fine as long as they don't overdo it with the pay to win, because it's a free-to-play game, and see, there's gonna be PvP, but it's gonna be 1v1 duels, and it's not gonna be the main focus of the game. I personally wouldn't care about the PvP in Magic Legends. It's not gonna be why I'm gonna play the game. But some people might care about that, and they need to be careful with the purchases. So far, they're saying that everything they sell will be obtainable through farming, and the things that you can buy will not be stronger than the things you can't. For example, you start with the basic hero and you can buy different hero classes, and you can buy spell booster packs that give you extra abilities, extra cards. But those extra abilities, they're saying, won't be stronger than others that you can obtain without the booster packs. I want to test it for myself. I want to see how true this is. Until I've played it, I can't tell you much. Because yeah, we need to see it. We need to test it with our eyes. I mean, I'd rather not trust the devs themselves because they wanna make, they wanna sell stuff, they wanna make money, and if people don't think it's worth it buying those things for extra, how should I say, play styles. I mean, I understand people selling heroes. Diablo was selling expansions that gave us new zones and new heroes. Both Diablo. How much will the pay to win be? What I think about Railmaster Blood Drinker with a rail hammer. Think can be better than you? Well, not really, because see, with sword and shield or mace and shield, you can use things like the frost wall and a north mace or the frost. Where is it? This one, bonus damage to basic attacks. The one that doesn't say what weapon type. This needs to get fixed before I can consider making basic attack builds that are worth using. And yeah, this is gonna be my final map. After this fight I'm gonna go to the boss. It's 6 minutes past midnight. I'm hungry and tired, and my pet is probably hungry, although he's sleeping right now. But as soon as he sees me stepping off of my chair, he would wake up. He kind of senses things, like when it's feeding time. Right, let's go. Boom. Crank. Let's crank it up. Oh, we need to wait 14 seconds.